Thank you, Whip, and our prayers are with you and the people of Minnesota for that tragic shooting. And as we come back to D.C., it is encouraging to see a much safer nation's capital. And it is clearly the result of the work of President Trump, who said early off he was going to make America safe again. And you don't just do it through words, you do it through actions. And those actions have been significant. Those actions are noticeable when you go around the district, when you talk to people here in DC who can feel the presence of those National Guard troops. I want to thank all the states who have sent National Guard troops. Proud that my home state, the Speaker's home state of Louisiana, is one of those who have sent over 100 of our Louisiana National Guard to be a part of helping making our nation's capital safe. And we're going to continue to take steps to do things here in Congress to address some of the other problems in our nation's capital. Worked closely, in fact, spoke with President Trump just a few days ago about some of the actions Congress needs to take to address the things that DC has done, self-inflicted wounds, so to speak, that they have passed through the council to make it easier for hardened criminals to walk free, even if they get arrested. Carjackings, you could carjack somebody at gunpoint, and frankly, a lot of the people who commit some of those violent crimes are younger people under 25. You could be 23 years old and walk out the next day if you get caught without serving any time in jail. And I think a lot of people are outraged by that, but it's ordinances on the books in DC that lead to that. It's soft on crime judges because of a weak judicial nominating commission that is stacked with far leftists who are who themselves soft on crime, and because of that you get judges that are soft on crime, and all that does is creates more victims, senseless, needless victims of crime that shouldn't be if you only had better ordinances. And so our oversight committee is going to be going to work next week passing a package of bills to address a lot of those problems that DC created, to fix it so that criminals can't just walk free. If they want to go commit tough crimes, they'll have to do the time for what they do on the streets. And I think that's a good thing, that we're going to be addressing that problem even more than what President Trump's already done. You can look at what the Oversight Committee has already done over the break. While a lot of people were home, a lot of Oversight Committee members were here getting that testimony that Chairman Comer talked about from those victims of the horrors of Epstein. And we're going to continue through the rule today, have a vote to force a lot of that information to be made public, to support the subpoenas that the committee's doing, to go even further than others want to go at getting that information out to the public, including going after the estate of Jeffrey Epstein, something others have refused to do. So we're not done, but it's going to be an important vote today on the House floor to show our support there. And then, of course, we are going to continue to talk about all the things that we passed just in these first 6 months, and obviously there's a lot more we want to do. There's a lot more we're doing just this week. Some great energy production bills, energy and water appropriations bill. Appropriators are having negotiations to try to get a resolution on the proper funding of government. All of that is still going on, but it's important when you go around the country and hear stories like we heard today of people that are now starting to make more investment in America because we stabilized the tax code. We prevented a massive tax increase on families all across this nation by passing the One Big Beautiful Bill. We modernize America's air traffic control system. We secure our border. We open up more energy production. All of the things that are going to help families have more money in their pockets, you know, overtime workers with no tax on tips. That's $1,700 more in the pockets of hardworking families, and the best is yet to come. There's a lot more we're going to do, and the person leading that charge is the fellow LSU alum, and yes, we are proud of our alma mater winning its opening game. It's going to have football back, college football. Some people might not say right now they're glad to have college football back, depending on how their team did. We are proud of what's now the #3 team in the nation, the LSU Fighting Tigers, another Fighting Tiger, and cover boy. If you brought your copies of Time magazine, he might actually sign a copy for you. Not every day that a Republican gets on the cover of Time magazine, but he has exhibited great leadership. He's gotten a very, very narrow House Republican majority to come together time and time again to deliver big wins for American families, and I'm glad it's being noticed nationally. It deserves to be. Our Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson.